Hello, in this video I will show you how to create a video from our holiday Eblast. So this is the holiday Eblast for Easter, and this text and this images we need to put in the video. So I'm recording this video once I already started on the video, so you can see how it will look like, and I will show you part how to do it. So basically it's a square video where I'm just putting all the text to just go on with the music. So also you will receive a voiceover of someone reading this text. So it has to really go well together. Okay, so let me demonstrate it for you. So the beginning part, as you see in the email blast, there is this beginning, he is risen, and some text. So that's how I have it in my video.
He is risen. Death could not hold him. Rejoice in the resurrection of Jesus Christ.
Okay, so that was the first part. Then as you hear, there's a voiceover and music. So music, I usually make it a little bit lower because music is so much louder than the voice, and I try to make the voice actually a little bit higher. This is my level where the voice, this is my level for the music. So then the next part goes in will be the first paragraph of this part. So what I do is I create one JPEG as a background. So what I do actually, hold on, I go to Photoshop and I create, let me show that part that I was using. This is part number 1. This is intro. Let me just open this. Yes, so here is my background, and this is the text that goes over it. So the first thing that I do is I just save this as a JPEG. Then what I do is I save different parts of this text as PNGs. So when the next part goes in, the background is moving, is kind of zooming in a little bit, and the text is coming in together with the voice. Let me show you how it works. So this is the intro part JPEG. This is just an image. And then the PNGs, these are the PNGs, start coming in.
On Good Friday, early believers experienced the lowest moment of their lives. Their master had died, laid in a borrowed tomb. Although Jesus said repeatedly that this would happen, they could not understand. How could God allow this?
Period. So that was one paragraph. So as you see, the text is coming in, the PNG, the JPEG is zooming in, and the text is coming in exactly how the voice comes in. The next part is very similar.
Then, in the early hours of Sunday morning, a miracle took place. Jesus, once dead, rose from the dead forever, unsealing his tomb and leaving it empty for all to see.
Perfect. So that was the second paragraph. Right now I'm working on the paragraph number 3, so I can demonstrate it exactly how I'm doing it. So let's close this layer and let's go back to this layer. So what I did is I chose this to be as a background, and I will save it right now. File, save as JPEG, and it will be my intro part 3 and image 1, and it should be JPEG, and JPEG here as well. JPEG here and JPEG here. So save. Okay. So the next one is my text layer. So I need to remove this layer and have it as no background. So what I will do, I will just copy, just in case, I'll copy this layer. This is just a backup file if something goes wrong with this. This one, I go to rasterize and I put the mask over it. So now I will be saving this text as parts of it. So yeah, something like that. So I usually break it up in by the sentences, so it's nice and it flows well. So death and suffering resulted from sin. Okay, that would be a first part. And I will save this as a separate PNG, and that would be also my intro part 3 PNG in the end. And since it's a second one, so I put the second PNG second. Good. Now I go back in the history, and I have my whole layer again. And now I am just going to cut this part. So whatever makes sense, whatever makes sense. So usually by sentences, and I usually go with the flow, with the voice, but voice usually goes with the sentences as well. So save it again as part 3 now. Going back in the history. So I will save this as one sentence. PNG 4, 4. Going back. So this is a very powerful sentence, so maybe I will break it up. In here now, the resurrection reminds me that no matter how bad things may seem, so that's what I will do. I will cut this because I want to emphasize this part, because God can do impossible things. So I will save this as a new part, 5. Going back again. Now just separate this, God can do impossible. PNG, now it's 6. Now I will break these sentences up. 7. Going back again. So this, PNG 8. And the last one is this, it's a full text layer, PNG 9. Okay, that's good. So now I'm going back to Adobe Premiere. So I am going to import everything that is intro part 3, import. Now I need to find my JPEG image, which is right here, and I need to put it on my timeline. So I need to know where this ends, so I need to listen to it right now.
Death and suffering result from sin, but in the resurrection, we have proof that God has better plans. One day, God will redeem all believers as he raised Jesus, reuniting body and soul. In the here and now, the resurrection reminds us that no matter how bad things may seem, God can do the impossible. He can bring good out of evil, and he will. He has conquered death. He is alive.
Perfect. So he is alive. That was the last words that we have here. So that means that we will end our background right here. So now we need to make sure that this background is zooming in as is on the rest of the pictures. So what we do is I select this JPEG, I go to Effect Controls, I press on Scale, this little timeline, and I go right to the end and I will press 130. So now you can see that the image is zooming in slowly.
Death and suffering result from sin, but in the
It's slowly zooming in. That's what we want. Since it's a little bit long, maybe let's do it. It's fine. It's moving. That's the most important. So now let's go back here and start putting the PNGs. So the first PNG will be number 2, and let's listen to it.
death and suffering result from sin.
Boom, she said sin. So we are ending it here. The next one, 3rd.
But in the resurrection, we have proof God has better plans.
God has better plans. Perfect. The next one.
One day, God will redeem all.
Oh, this is something wrong. Something is not right. This one, the part 4, something went wrong. You see, I saved it wrong way. So let's just, God has better plans. So I need to, this number 4 is not correct. So let's go back again. So I need to do this one again. So this one, the next sentence. So, but the good thing is that you can just save it, PNG 4, save, replace, okay, and it will be replaced here. So you don't have to import it again. So let's try to listen to it again.
Has better plans. One day, God will redeem all believers as he raised Jesus.
Okay, so it's continuous, so we need to continue it. Okay.
Reuniting body and soul.
Okay, she just said soul, so we are ending this here. The next one, it's number 5.
In the here and now, the resurrection reminds us that no matter how bad things may seem.
Okay, bad as may seem. Now 5. I guess it's, no, it's already 5. So we need 6.
God can do the impossible.
God can do the impossible. Now 7.
He can bring good out of evil. And he will. He has conquered death. He is alive.
Perfect. So this will just end exactly the same spot where this will end. Great. Let's just listen to it again and check if everything is correct with the part 3.
Death and suffering result from sin, but in the resurrection, we have proof that God has better plans. One day, God will redeem all believers as he raised Jesus, reuniting body and soul. In the here and now, the resurrection reminds us that no matter how bad things may seem, God can do the impossible. He can bring good out of evil, and he will. He has conquered death. He is alive.
Perfect. So that's really good. Let's make sure that we save it. And now we can move on to the rest of the parts. So I don't think that I will be recording the rest of the parts. You understand the idea of it. So having the JPEG and then PNGs coming in and the text is moving and you're breaking up the whole email blast into the parts. Thank you.